All right, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is May, Saturday. Kind of forgot the date, maybe a 15th or something like that. Let's see, 16th of May. It is Saturday. We have 1 week until slush. We have a deadline. We have some parts we need to install. CSF dual row radiator, a Killerb oil pan, whole setup, oil pan, baffle, windage tray. We have the SMY gauge cluster with the dual pod setup, and that is going to be a AEM oil pressure gauge that goes up to 150 psi, oil pressure temp. We have a IAG, I think it's a V3 or V2 AOS or oil separator. We have some oil filter. We have some Acceler 651 Pro. No, I think it's just the sports. We have some wheels that need to be powder coated, and we have a deadline. We have work that needs to be done, so let's get straight into it. First thing on the agenda, I think I'm going to tackle the CSF radiator. Reason being is I want to track this car at slush. Already signed up for it, so we have a deadline we have to meet, and therefore we need cooler temps, we need cooler oil, we need oil not sloshing around, we need a better pickup, monitor the oil, making sure the motor's good, making sure everything's cool. That's the way we picked the parts we picked. And if you guys don't know what slush is, it's an event at Pikes Peak International Raceway, so ppir, down in Fountain, Colorado, which is just south of the Springs, right off of I-25, west of I-25. It's an event I went to last year. You'll see it on my channel. I haven't posted much in the last months to a year. I think I have 3 Mazda videos, maybe a 4th one coming out, and then you'll see the actual last one went to slush. I actually took a bunch of videos and I thought I want to drive in it this year. Well, what's the best way to drive into it what's the best way to drive in it? And that is just buy parts, set a deadline, go for it. I mean, there's no better way to do it than just do it like that. So that's what we're gonna do this year. Obviously, there's no oil cooler. They're pretty hit or miss online. They leak, they do this, they do that. And this honestly might be kind of an overkill setup, but I also think of it as like an overkill setup slash things to escalate in the future. Then we have all the necessary parts and equipment we need. But my thought process is we keep coolant cool, the oil cooler keeps that somewhat cool, the extra oil keeps that cool, and then we can monitor our actual pressure and temperature. And then we have some tires and we're lowered in AOS and everything else. And I think that for a relatively stock car should be pretty good on the track. And then also pads and brake fluid too, but that just tells you like the limits of the car and the driver capabilities. A better way to figure it out than just do it that way. So just dive straight into it and get this radiator knocked out. All right, we got the car in the air. We have ramps with my little makeshift thing like that, chalk in the back, as you want to call it. Keep chalking along. Okay, we got the 2 electrical connectors connected underneath. We have the under tray disconnected out of the way. And now there's going to be, I think, a total of 4 hoses. I'm going to try to do the little release with the Phillips head and drain it all in the bucket. So let's see how that goes. I never have good luck with collecting coolant or any sort of fluid when I drain it. Let's just hope this goes good. And I'm gonna try a little different this time and try to get what I can in the bucket by using this quick release on the actual radiator portion of it. Okay, it's turning. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. And if you don't know, I'm on the passenger side with the Phillips head screwdriver. Bam, there we go. Okay, and I have the little piece right here. So I'm gonna set that aside. Let that drain out, and it is blue, so it's good blue coolant for the Subarus, for Japanese cars, whatever you want to call it. Let me see if I can't let some air into it and let it drain out quicker. Let's see. Oh, that's on there. Really good. What about that? Let out some more air? No? What about this? There we go. You can hear the air letting out from the radiator overflow, and it's flowing much better now. Oh yeah. It's a solid stream. Let me show you guys. Oh yeah, it was kind of like trickling at first. It's a nice solid stream now. All from letting this thing go. There we go. Oh yeah, I think that was, oh yeah. I tried taking this up, but that's on there pretty good, and this didn't really do anything, so. Now, let's probably do this and this. These hoses, this hose, and the one underneath. And keep trucking along. And we should have this bad boy out. As you guys can see, this radiator is a pretty easy piece. That's kind of why I picked it. I mean, it's literally, I think I said 4 lines, 2 bolts, 2 wires, the tray. Rip it out, throw the new one in, you know, make it fit. It's a little bit bigger, obviously a bigger core. Look at the system, and you're good to go. This really isn't that bad on Subarus especially. Super easy, no computer needed. Not bad. We're just gonna let it drain and check back in with you guys. All right, guys, we're making good progress. I don't know if you can tell, but I got shit all over me. I recommend keeping the mounts in if you got a dirty car, because I was sitting there like fighting it, getting shit in my eyes, spilling shit everywhere. I eventually got the bottom hose out. If my math is right, slide on out. It is coming. We are also not dragging, but we are spilling shit everywhere. Okay, we have a lot of coolant, so we're gonna tip it. I'm trying to tip and also kind of drag it up at the same time. This hose is also in our way, helping. Okay, I'm gonna try to tip it back now and then kind of. Alright, that is, holy cow. If I had to guess, this has probably never been pulled out. It is freaking dirty. Look at the front. Oh my god. Okay, let's go ahead and drag this on over. Oh well, I have a lot of stuff in the coolant. Try my best to drain this as I go. Nice, I think we did a pretty good job of that. Now we have our CSF radiator. Let's go ahead and unbox this. Super excited. This is a super nice all black radiator. I wanted black and gone for like a black, white, blue theme, I guess. I don't know, I feel like black just looks super clean all around. I'm trying to be careful, I don't want to damage this. Look at that, all black, CSF. Super excited. Let's go ahead and tear down this other one and throw everything on this one. Okay, we got the radiator, we got that swapped over to that one. Like you just heard, it seems to be pretty snug, which I kind of heard, so we'll try to make this fit as best as we can. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean some of this up. You can see some of the debris right there. And I obviously don't want you like eating the hoses. Let's go ahead and clean that up real quick. Kind of funny too, I was just in the middle of moving and I had this at my old place. Now it's back in the garage. And this literally will be perfect for it to clean up some of this debris. Okay, bam, we got that pretty cleaned up with the nice Milwaukee shop vac. I did not hit record, I missed all that. What I was saying is we have the top radiator hose out, take that out 100%. We got the bottom one dropped in, got the hose on, got the two plugs in. We have our mounts on with the 12mm bolts, I should say. Now we're gonna do the top radiator hose. And this install is almost done, crazy enough. Definitely is quite a bit bigger, seems to be fitting snug so far. I have heard of people cutting this down. I'm gonna try to avoid that, but we're gonna see what we can and can't do. Oh my god, that slid. Oh my god, my pinky is stuck. Ooh, it is swollen. That hurt. Okay, bam, that's on there. Let's go ahead. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, that is perfect. I don't think we'll rub anywhere. We like to clear everything. That's on, that's on, that's on. Let's go and try to get these clamps on before we get too carried away. That is blue. So whenever I bleed these cars, always top off the radiator. Once the actual radiator is topped, I will then move over to the coolant expansion tank because it is the highest point. Nice thing with this is I can obviously plug it and then move over there and then cap that. And then once those are done, it's all bled, I'll top off the actual coolant overflow reservoir here. And that usually will do it for the system, and I've never had an issue, so that usually does the trick. And if you guys don't have one of these, I would highly, highly, highly recommend one. Dude, if you guys don't have tools, Amazon. Literally, it might not be quality, it might not be, you know, Snap-on or Cornwell stuff, whatever, but it's cheap and it gets the job done. That's all that matters, especially for like weekend warriors, as people like to say. This is all the shit you fucking need. Fitment on this radiator is kind of scary, but it all fits. I'll just show you guys. So there is the power steering pump. You can see that's pretty close, and then the actual fan too in the hose is relatively close, but it all fits. So that's all that matters. And like you'll see here, just like that. So yeah, we'll let this run. I need to turn the heat up, but yeah, this is in here. It looks so good. It's so sleek, but it looks so good. And obviously we don't have a cover here for it, but it looks really good. I like that. Super, super impressed. Alright guys, welcome back. We are on day 2 of Slush Motorsports Prep. It is going to be May 17th. Let's see, we're getting a late start today. What is it? Almost 12. And today I wanted to get the, I think, brakes bled and get the air oil separator on. I also need to have a game plan for powder coating these wheels, get the SMY gauge cluster in there, and then try to do the oil pan. We have quite the day ahead of us. And I know yesterday, last video, however this will come out, we have the CSF radiator installed, bled, and that's in there. Speaking of which, kind of wanted to check the level of the overflow tank. Okay, wow, that is pretty full. That's what I wanted to check. Yeah, so it seems like that went pretty good on the install side. Let's see, have any coolant? Nope. Coolant. Looking for coolant leak. Seems like everything went pretty straightforward, like I thought it would. So yeah, no coolant leaks. Keep knocking stuff out on this. We have the IG AOS I keep talking about. I believe it's the V2 or V3. To be honest, I'm not really sure. I think this is a huge must for any car, turbo car specifically. This is like something I was planning to do a long time ago. I just never got to it until now. And I feel like this is the perfect opportunity because you definitely want a AOS when you're beating the shit out of your car. I would almost even argue that this should be on like a stock car. I just feel like you'd really benefit from it. So let's see. And I of course went with black. I thought about red. There's already a lot going on. It's a blue car, blue engine bay. There's this weird like teal light mint green in here. I'll show you guys right there. And then there's this, that's red. So I thought maybe red, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the black. The black on blue I think will look really good. So that's why I went with black. I know there's tons of like write-ups and videos online, to be honest. I know IAG makes a video. I'm probably just gonna pull it up and reference that, make it easy on myself. Go ahead, pull it up. Yeah, there's literally what I'm talking about. Like, look at this right here. Let's see, can you guys see that? IAG's channel just uses video for my 2016 STI. And so I think it is a V3. I saw it somewhere. Yeah, V3 air oil separator install. So, you know, when in doubt, there's usually write-ups online or there's videos. And if the actual like manufacturer themselves has a video, it's probably pretty detailed and in depth, and it's on a VA. So this will be perfect. So I'm gonna sit back, watch this video, and do the install. You know, something I'm realizing, they said coolant lines, and I feel like I remember watching this video and they messed with the coolant system and rebled it. I just did that yesterday, so now I'm feeling like I shouldn't have done that yesterday. I should have waited for today. But oh well, you live and you learn. So I guess next time if you're doing the rad and the AOS, just do them together and bleed them together. Alright guys, checking back in, and so far we've ripped the throttle body off. PCV valve that's down there, we ripped that off. We ripped 2 of these connectors off. Put the PCV breather on the clamp. Okay, now we're starting to assemble the actual AOS here. It calls for lubricate these and then these should be the coolant lines on the fitting part, but ooh, sounded nice, that's satisfying. It calls for number 5. Number 5 is going to be 27-inch drain hose, which is either that one or that one. Bam, just like that. I think this should work out pretty good. If we need to, we can adjust it furthermore, but I know they call for 7, but I'll just tighten it up. I'm not gonna pull out a torque wrench for that. Now we're taking our wire harness bracket relocation. So smart, IAG literally thought of everything for this. What is up, guys? It is Monday, May 18th. We're like 5 days out from Slush. Day 3 of this. See, Saturday, we got the intercooler installed and bled. Sunday, we started the air oil separator and ran into some hiccups along the way. Now it's Monday. Oh man, look at this finger. I broke it a while ago and yeah, it doesn't really work anymore. We need to finish this air oil separator. Okay, there we go. Bam. Okay, bam, bent hose for the driver's side now. Okay. Bam. Okay, now we have these breather hoses. Bam. All right, now it's time for the intercooler. Alright, we got the intercooler on, everything's tightened down. There is one thing though that is kind of concerning me a little bit. I zip tied that, zip tied it to there, so that's kind of creating a little buffer, but you can see it already rubbed the hell out of it trying to get the intercooler in there. And this line's a little short. Of course, the 2 lines that they tell you to cut, I think I cut a little too short, like I don't really have a lot of slack. But if there was slack, it was kinking it up, so I did not really enjoy that part whatsoever. And there's one other line that I kind of am questioning too. So that area, another line, it's because I think the routing was a little funny. Overall, I mean, we got rid of that pipe that crosses over and then you can see those lines. But for the most part, you literally cannot see anything else except the big ass AOS down there. So we just got to bleed it, take the bleeder screw out, top it off there, and then we can move on to the oil pan, oil pressure gauge, oil, temp gauge with the gauge cluster install, front lip. It is literally crunch time. Couple days before Slush. But we have the IEG done and the radiator done. Next is going to be that oil pan and the gauges. So those are the most important things. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, next video, maybe the next segment. Who knows? That's where we're going to end for tonight, and I'll see you guys next. All right, don't even need to say what day it is. It's Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're on like day 5. All right, it's crunch time. How many days do we have left?
We have about 4 days.
Fucked. All right, straight to it. Killerb oil pan. Let's get to work. This shit better be nice. This was the most expensive piece.
I would actually watch this.
Well,
Yeah,
like
watch that shit. Like and fucking subscribe. Ain't that right?
videos.
Okay.
I think
You guys can talk. We have all this shit out. All the Killerb stuff. Little tiny ass. I'm assuming that's in this tray, baffle, pickup, pan, all the hardware. And so I'm enjoying this a lot more because there's way less shit than the AOS, but I know there's more shit we have to take off. So, and we have the Killerb thing pulled up too. Alright, I forgot to. I bought this years. I mean, this is a long time ago. I'm not gonna lie, maybe even 10 years ago. And I think I'm finally gonna use it for this. Nice little drain plug with a little metal magnet on it. Hell yeah. All right, just like when we did the radiator and we bled the whole system, we need to remove the intercooler again so we can do the pitch mount so we can raise everything up. I literally just fought that intercooler. That sucks, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, you can see the exhaust manifold sitting on the ground. Things got a little carried away. Regardless, we need to do the right hand lower exhaust cam sensor. And well, that's the only way to access it is take off the exhaust manifold. We also have an oil leak around there, so I'm trying to pinpoint what that is exactly. But I'm gonna swap out that sensor real quick and then try to figure out this oil leak. Bam, here's our sensor. And it's literally just that. One sensor, one bolt, one plug, and all that has to come off. All right, we found a couple issues. My exhaust cam sensor I ordered does not work. I need a gasket for, I believe it's the exhaust control solenoid. Not really sure. I'm gonna grab some exhaust gaskets while I'm at it too. But we're gonna continue this install thing. I also just got some news. The event where it's held at, Pikes Peak International Raceway, just announced that this is their last year of public events, whatever that means. So that's kind of sad, but also I'm glad I pushed myself to want to enter my car and drive my car in the event, because I was like, this could be my only chance, and it really literally could be my only time driving on the tracks. I want to make the most of it. I want to keep pushing forward. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen and I want to look at the lens. I want to get this knocked out. I want to get my car there. I want to get it ready. I'm determined. I want to get this knocked out. So let's just keep pushing forward and just keep going with the install. Okay, so from my understanding, we're gonna take, this already has an O-ring on it, that's gonna face up. We take the O-ring from the bag with the oil pickup and put it on there. Just like that, we take these bolts, the longer ones, not the long black ones, but the other longer ones that don't go there with the lock washers. It should be something like that. And then we do them both by hand and then torque it to 7.5 foot-pounds. And that seems pretty straightforward. Bam. And then here's this setup. I'll double check with the instructions, but seems pretty straightforward. Ooh, it is nasty. And first of all, look at that. That's what I'm trying to address with the other thing. Here's underneath it. It is pretty nasty. There's that. There's the pan, everything else in it. Yeah, this motor is disgusting. So yeah, hopefully this will help with some of the leakage. Although it does seem like it's pretty sealed. A couple things over there I'm gonna take care of. Down here definitely shows its age of the motor. I'm not gonna lie to you there. I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead. I have a new razor blade that I'll use to scrape off the old gasket and prep the surface. And then we'll lay a bead, put the 8-point on there, torque it down, and probably call it a night there. All right, guys, got you my hands, and we have the surface all cleaned. As you can see, looks pretty good. We're gonna do windage tray, pick up, and get this pan on. The O-ring on the dipstick to wherever that is, right here. 2 O-rings. I'll try my best to film, but it's difficult because this is all on the ground. I don't want to get anything dirty. I'll try to film progress steps as they come along, just like right now. This piece, these 2 pieces, and then these 2 I think go with here with the spacers. It's for the dipstick, and then we'll use some OEM pieces for the back. That's for 14 for the actual pan itself, and that one goes there. And these are the spacers, copper crush gasket. That should sum up the whole install. Windage tray, baffling's already in the pan. I have the pan sitting inside warming up, even though it's hot in here. I have the heater going. And here's the oil pickup. I'm gonna clean these up, and we'll keep trucking along. Okay, using the 2 OEM bolts. And the farmost rear, we got the windage tray installed. We'll now use the 2 provided OEM bolts and get the pickup in there. Oh, I just realized my mic was unplugged, so, well, if you guys can't hear me. Pickup is installed, baffle, windage tray. Let's get the pan, sealant on there, get it on there, get these bolts on there, torque, call it a night, because it's almost midnight, and I have work tomorrow. I gotta be up at 5 a.m. We're cooked. Okay, we got the pan and the sealant. Let's knock this out. All right, I realized I wasn't even recording. All I was gonna say though, this shit sucks. I've been squeezing the hell out of it, but pan sealed. Let's get it on. All right, guys, it is Thursday. We missed today, we missed Wednesday. I told myself I need a day off. I also just wanted to watch the ads and they got their asses whooped, but we're back. Yeah, it's literally crunch time. We cannot leave the garage until those motherfuckers leave. This shit has gotta go. Let's get yapping and get straight to it. And I don't know if I recorded this last. I don't know if you can really see. Come on. Oh, the lighting's so bad. There we go. You can kind of, yeah, there we go. Kind of see that Killerb oil pan. That's in there. Hopefully it is good. We found a exhaust cam sensor for almost $160 at the dealership. $3 surcharge. I went there Wednesday. I went there yesterday. Got a part. There's no surcharge. They just implemented it today. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? I got charged an extra $3 for that, which no biggie, but yeah, the sensor literally was almost 160. You can get it online for like $100. Whatever. That's the price you pay for convenience. We got that. We have the, I think it's like a VC. I have no clue. It's some exhaust cam solenoid shit, I think. I don't really know. But we have a gasket for that. Gonna rip this shit back together. Let's just, yeah, quit yapping. Okay, on the agenda, obviously I just talked about this here gas sensor. Bam, there's that code. They be gatekeeping on the website. This is for B and C. If you know, you know. On the exhaust side, AM oil temp, AM oil pressure goes up to 150. We have brake fluid, we have brake pads, we have the gauge cluster itself. I can't think of anything else. Oh, fire extinguisher needs to go on there. We need to figure that out. Mount never came. It's literally lost somewhere. USPS lost it, I'm pretty sure. Oil temp sensor, and it comes with an adapter. All right, we got the oil temp sense in there. The fitting I bought was kind of shitty, so we bought some thread sealant too, and we're gonna go ahead and install this gritty drain plug as well down there. Look at this, so nice. I opened up the SMY gauge cluster, and I noticed they put candy in here and a sticker. I don't know why, but everyone should do this. This is like the best thing ever. I should have come on here and say that. It's so awesome. I'm about to enjoy some pieces. Okay, things have escalated very poorly. Here is the AM temp gauge, and I just extended it like 2 feet because it was too short, and I'm trying to get this shit done. We went with next best option. Extend it, and I did some electrical tape around it so it doesn't look so shitty. Not bad guys. We are we're gonna keep things rolling, you know. Okay, checking back in. We have the no, I'm gonna read what it says. VL valve gasket holder, something. No clue. It was that exhaust side, exhaust cam sensor, both swapped. AEM, oil temp sense done, all the wire routed, zip tied, finished the inside. Like, we're busting ass right now. Gonna add some oil too, since that whole thing is done. I'm just keep knocking shit out. So it's 10. We got about probably 2 hours until I hit the haystack. So soon we can get knocked out. Choice of oil. Modal 5W40, going a little thicker since we will be getting the oil pretty hot in the track. I think Modal's a pretty good brand all around, and we'll know if we have any oil leaks or not. Hopefully nothing detrimental. If we do, that's gonna suck. I'll just say that. I do like these jugs though. You can usually pour pretty free-handedly with them. So I believe it does add an extra quart to the overall capacity. So we're going from about 5 to 6. Keep that in mind. These are roughly 5 liters, which I think translates to, we're done freehanding that. What the fuck, that shit went everywhere. I believe it's 5.3 quarts. You use this one, and that's why we obviously got the second one. By the time it stands up, it's gonna be empty. Literally. All right guys, we didn't make too much progress. We got the oil temp sensor done, got it back together, got gasket, the sensor, and the AM oil temp sense, obviously with the wiring, and the gauge cluster. Got oil in it, got coolant, got a top. It's ready to crank, build some oil pressure, and go from there. It's midnight, so I just want to verify that this starts, and then start it. Make sure we actually have oil pressure. I wish we had the oil pressure sensor installed, but we don't. Check out this AM gauge though. Pretty sick. I haven't had one so long. And there's the compressor. Put all the way down on the gas and on the clutch. Oil pressure light is gone. I know that reads pretty low anyway, so I might give it a couple more goes. Really wish I had the oil pressure. I'm kind of beating myself up that I didn't do it, but I'm kind of skipping over that and just starting it, but primed the fuck out of it, so it should be good. Until I'm getting tired. It's about midnight. Our gauge doing is our gauge working. I had a AM years ago, and they fit like fucking shit. Like between the SMY cluster and the AM thing, it's like a fucking rubber band. Like you see here, a rubber band that goes around it that you literally push in the thing, but it doesn't fit correctly, or it doesn't fit good or fit snug. I don't know. I thought like so many years later that it would all been good. Maybe, I don't know if it's AM or if it's SMY or if it's just me, but I mean, I bought all name brand parts, so some bullshit. All right, and we need to bleed this coolant because AOS taps into the coolant, so that's why I have that right there. There's also a seat hole they tell you to do. Well, I had opened up the seat hole when I did that, and it already took all the coolant, so I don't know if that was good or bad, but yeah, it looks like I'm taking some there. I'm gonna double check that seat hole and see what's going on with it. Let's see. Good under here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let it run and check back in with you guys. Before I put the camera down though, let's see if this, I think it's starting to work. It's only gone up 3 degrees though. Oh, there we go, 4 degrees. Not bad. Alright guys, behind me I have the STI and I'm currently finishing editing this video, and I realized that that's the end of the footage. But as you can see, we got that front lift on there. We got the front brake pads done. We had the brake fluid changed, and that was all we accomplished. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, that's all that we did. And we didn't get the oil pressure gauge done. The fire extinguisher mount didn't come in time. That's what we had done. So that's why the video cut off there. I didn't have any more footage. We did get the tires on, but that was Friday. And then Saturday went to the event. From Friday to Saturday, I didn't really film much. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video where I'm at the actual event. There's not too much footage. Fortunately, I think some of my GoPro footage, or actually all of it, is gone. But I do have some other clips that people got to be driving on the track. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me installing all the parts on here, prepping for Slush Motorsports. And look at, here is still my infield parking pass.